To show you today how to style short bangs. As you can see, our model has pretty short bangs. This tutorial would work well if your bangs were a little bit shorter or a little bit longer too. Just a great bit of information about how to style different types of bangs. So what I've done is obviously I've finished blow drying the rest of our model's hair today, and now I'm going to start on the bangs. I will say that at home, if you struggle at all with your bangs, I would absolutely recommend blow drying them first and doing it from the wettest part. Actually rough dried her hair about 90% dry, leaving most of the moisture in the bottom. However, if you had a cowlick or something like that, then you would want to leave a little bit more moisture at the root area. I've also prepped her hair using a styling product, just something with a little bit of hold and smoothness. I think a big mistake that we make at home when we're styling our bangs is we leave all the product out of them. Product doesn't always mean that your hair is going to get oily, it just means that it's going to stay where you put it. So what I'm going to use today is I'm going to actually use a very small flat brush. If you don't have this, you could also use a larger one. This is a Mason Pearson brush, and this is a Spornette brush, brand-wise. Whatever you can find that's comparable. I will say this brush has synthetic bristles and natural. The synthetic bristles are going to help grip the hair and hold it into place, and the natural bristles are going to help add a lot of shine and smoothness to the hair. So what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to take my brush and my blow dryer, and I'm going to do a technique called a wrap. I'm going to use the natural bend of her forehead to add just a slight little bend to the hair, and I'm going to do that by wrapping it. I'm going to go from one side to the other side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my blow dryer, and I'm just going to use my blow dryer and follow that brush wherever I put it. This is a point where if you do have some cowlicks, you can take and have a little bit more control over them. Whatever direction your cowlick is going, like say she had a cowlick that was going in that direction, I would start wrapping it in the opposite direction of the cowlick. Also, if you have any kind of natural parting, I would definitely start going the opposite way. And all this wrapping is going to do is it's going to give you a lot of control at the bangs. It's going to give you a great range of motion. They're not going to look too stiff or too straight or too round. I'm going to start now using my blow dryer. And remember, I'm just going to follow my brush wherever it goes. You always want to go in the direction that you're pushing the hair. So if you're pushing the hair down, you want the blow dryer to go down. If you're pushing the hair over, you want the hair to go over. You never want to go up. That's going to puff and it's going to blow the hair everywhere. I also ended my blow dry with a cool blast from the blow dryer, and what that does is it gives it a lot of shine and it actually locks whatever you just did in place. But you can see how smooth I was able to get the bangs just by doing that. If you have any trouble with pieces around the side of your face too, like if you had one piece over here that always curled, you could add that into the wrap pattern too. Don't be afraid to take as much as you need. So now she has a smooth bang with just a tiny little bend in it, which is nice, a very natural bend. What you can do from this point is you can add a bit of texture to the bangs. So if you wanted to see a little bit more movement, you could do that pretty easily. You could either take hairspray and do that, or you could take a little serum. I'm using an active serum, just a tiny little bit through my fingertips. And I'm just gonna go in there, move it around. The good thing about using a kind of nourishing oil as a serum is that it always soaks in the hair. So should you put too much, it'll soak right in. You could also use a little paste in there. That would be really cute too. And don't forget to add the same texture throughout the rest of the hair also. I get a lot of women that will bring me pictures of bangs and want me to cut their bangs to be like that. And I'll say a lot of times they actually have those bangs, but what they're not doing is they're not doing the finishing step to the bangs. They're not adding texture at the end, or they're not pushing it in the same direction. So sometimes just a subtle little change to your bangs makes a big difference. Another really cute thing that you could do to a short bang, which I really love, is you could push it off to the side. So after you've blown it dry straight down, you can pretty easily go in there and manipulate it to the side. And I always like that because it gives it such a soft little curve on the face. Makes them look really full, but they still have a lightness and an airiness to them. So that's another alternative. So that is how you style a shorter bang.